Parayar was a town in the Chola kingdom. The river Kaveri flowing through it ensured that the land was highly fertile and flourishing. Wherever one saw, it was lush green, soothing and pleasing for the eyes. The trees were tall and laden with fruits. The streets were full of beautiful carts with bells tingling on them, loaded with things waiting to be sold. Parayar was a commercially important town in the Chola kingdom. And in that town lived a person by name Amaranidiyar. Amaranidiyar was a very promising and flourishing trader. He traded in gold, silver, precious stones, gems and pearls. He was very rich. And he was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. His wife and his son were also great devotees of Lord Shiva. Amaranidiyar took it upon himself the task of doing service to other Shiva devotees or Shiva Bhaktas or Shiva Adiyars. For this purpose, he set up a mutt near his house. In that mutt, food was always available to any Shiva Adiyar who walked into the mutt at any point of the day or night. He ensured that they got sufficient rest. He made their stay comfortable there. They could stay as long as they wanted, and then after they felt refreshed, they could leave at any point of time. And when they left, Amaranidiyar always presented to them a new dhoti and a new undergarment to them. This practice continued all year round for many years. Time to visit this Amaranidiyar. Let me have some fun with him. Amaranidiyar, here I come. On one bright sunny day, a Shivanadiyar reached Amaranidiyar's mutt. Amaranidiyar very happily welcomes the Shivanadiyar very warmly into the mutt. Welcome to our mutt, dear Shivadiyare. So blessed to have you here. From where are you coming, respected Shivanadiyare? Please come in, feel comfortable. Please come inside our mutt and bless all of us. Please come in.
Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva. I have heard a lot about your hospitality, so I thought I would come and experience it myself. I am coming from the north, quite far away, and on the way I did see many Shiva temples. However, I'm very happy to be in your place. Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva.
Make yourself comfortable. You can stay here as long as you wish. Now, please have food. Here, food is being prepared by Brahmins. So please first have food and then you can tell us all about Lord Shiva and the temples you have visited. Please have your food first, Shivanadiyare.
Food, yes, I will eat it. Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva. First I will go to the river and have a bath, and then I will come and take the food. Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva.
sure, Shivanadiyare, as you please, as you wish.
Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva. Please note, I am leaving one dhoti and one undergarment of mine here in your mutt. That is all I have other than the undergarment I am carrying and what I am wearing. So please take care of my dhoti and undergarment, which I will leave here along with my vibhuti packet. I will go and come back in a jiffy. Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva.
Yes, right away, Shivanadiyare, as you wish, as you say. So saying that, clad in a dhoti and an undergarment, and a piece of cloth covering his chest, the Lord who wears Ganga in his matted hair walks towards the river Kaveri to take a dip in it. He carried along with him a stick, and in the end of the stick was tied his undergarment. And he proceeded to the river. After the Shivanadiyar had left to river Kaveri to take a bath, all of a sudden it started raining very, very heavily. The skies opened up and it poured cats and dogs. And after some time, the Shivanadiyar came back dripping wet from head to toe.
Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva. Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva. Please give me the dry dhoti and undergarment which I left here so that I can change. Please get that for me.
Now, Amaranidiyar, his wife and his son started searching all around the mutt for that dhoti and undergarment which the Shivanadiyar had left, and lo, they couldn't find it. Now when they couldn't, they called the other people also in the mutt and told them also to search. And all the people in the mutt and Amaranidiyar, his wife and his son, searched for that dhoti and that undergarment everywhere in the mutt. But strange, they couldn't find it. Where did it go? Dear Shivanadiyare, I am not able to find the dhoti and undergarment which you left here in the mutt before you went to the river. Strange it seems. I am very sorry. Please pardon me. Please allow me to offer you a silk dhoti and an undergarment in exchange to yours, which now is missing. Please.
Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva. I don't want them. What use is a silk dhoti and undergarment to me, one who has renounced all worldly things? Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva. Please get me the dhoti and the undergarment that I left here before I went to the river. Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva.
Again they searched all over the place. They searched everywhere, every nook and corner of the mutt and everywhere around the mutt also. Yet that dhoti and that undergarment was not there. They had gone missing. Respected Shivanadiyare, I am not able to find it. I've searched all over. We have searched everywhere. We are not able to find it. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please accept a new cotton dhoti and undergarment instead of that. Please. Please.
Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva. No, no, no. I am not happy with all that is happening here now. Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva.
Shivanadiyare, please don't say so. Please tell me what I can offer to you so that I can please you. I don't want a Shivanadiyar visiting my mutt and leaving unhappy and upset. Please, I shall give whatever you ask for. Please do ask. Please forgive me and ask whatever you want. Please.
Okay, Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva. In that case, I have an undergarment of mine which I carried on my stick to the river. I shall place that on one deck of the weighing balance. You can place clothes on the other deck of the weighing balance, and I will take what equals the weight of my undergarment. Hope that's fine with you, Amaranidiyare. Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva.
Now placed his single cloth on one deck of the weighing balance. He then told Amaranidiyar to place clothes on the other deck of the weighing balance, and he said what equaled to the weight of his one cloth, he would claim that. Amaranidiyar gladly came and placed new silk dhoti and an undergarment. And yet, the deck with the single cloth was down, touching the ground. It didn't budge one bit. Amaranidiyar placed more and more new silk clothes on the other deck. Yet, the balance didn't seem to have come. The single cloth deck remained down, unbudged from its place, touching the ground. Everyone in the mutt looked surprised, shell-shocked. What was happening? Amaranidiyar brought and placed more and more silk clothes on this deck, but the deck with the single piece of cloth didn't move one bit. Strange. What's this now? Everyone just looked on. Now, with all the new silk clothes and undergarments already on the deck of the weighing balance, Amaranidiyar started stacking upon it new cotton dhotis and undergarments. And did the needle move? Did the single cloth deck budge one bit or move up from the ground? Nah. It was still there down, and the deck heavily loaded with silk and cotton garments was up. Everyone just watched. Shivanadiyare, I really don't know what is happening. Can I now offer you all that I possess? Please have the mercy to accept it. Please. Please.
Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva. Okay, Amaranidiyare, you may now place whatever you possess. You may place all that you wish. Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva.
Thank you. Thank you very much for accepting. Thank you. I shall immediately keep everything. Thank you, Shivanadiyare. Thank you. And now Amaranidiyar placed big and small utensils from the house, furniture, all his gold, silver, precious gems, stones, pearls, all the money, the gold coins, and everything in his house was placed on the deck of the weighing balance. But the single cloth deck still didn't seem to move up. It was still hitting the ground and didn't budge from its place. Respected Shivanadiyare, I have given up all my wealth and all that I had. Now all that I am left with are my wife, my son, and myself. Please let us offer ourselves by climbing the deck of the balance. That is all I am left with. Please accept it, dear Shivanadiyare. Please. Please accept.
Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva. Okay, Amaranidiyare, you may.
Now, Amaranidiyar was very glad and humbled that the Shivanadiyar had considered his request and had agreed to his suggestion. So, Amaranidiyar, his wife, and his son bowed in front of the Shivanadiyar, and they went and stood near the deck. Everyone looked very anxiously. With great difficulty, the three of them managed to climb and hold on and sit with the already overflowing deck of things, which was filled with silk clothes, cotton clothes, furniture, utensils, gold, silver, gems, gold coins, money, and everything. With great difficulty, they squeezed and they sat and they adjusted and they sat. The moment they were there, the deck with the single cloth of the Lord rose. The needle on top became vertical, signifying that now they both weighed the same. So, on one side was the Lord's cloth, and on the other side was his great devotees' things and his family members with their devotion and them. So all the while when the things were placed, the deck didn't budge one bit. But when they came, their sincerity and their devotion caused the two decks to be equal. Such was their devotion towards the Lord and towards the Shivanadiyars. Amaranidiyar's joy knew no bounds. He saw that now both the decks were equal. He was happy that he could at last pacify and calm down the Shivanadiyar, and that he would not leave an unhappy man from the mud. Dear Shivanadiyare, all that I possess, and myself, my wife, and my son, we are all at your service. Dear Shivanadiyare, please bless us. The three of them get down from the weighing balance and they bow in front of the Shivanadiyar. And when Amaranidiyar lifted his head, the sight he saw in front of his eyes made him spellbound. There he saw Lord Shiva standing in front of him in all glory. He was ecstatic, he was overjoyed, he was overwhelmed. The Lord in front of him, he had no words at all. Amaranidiyar circumambulated the Lord many times. He prostrated many times. He kept circumambulating. He kept bowing in front of his Lord. He was too joyful. And then, after some time, he caught his breath. Oh, Father of the entire universe, Lord Shiva, you have come to my place. I am blessed. This birth of mine itself has become so meaningful by your darshan. Thank you so much, Lord, for coming to this humble man's abode. I am so blessed. Thank you, my Lord. What can I do for you? Please tell. I am at your service always, my Lord. My Lord, you are so merciful that you came to see this devotee of yours. Please order. What should I do? Amaranidiyare, I am very pleased with your devotion and sincerity towards my devotees. Continue serving my devotees with the same sincere efforts of yours. I am indeed very pleased with your selfless service to my devotees. You have won my heart with all that you do to my devotees. After your time on earth is over, you will reach my abode. You are indeed a blessed soul. Amaranidiyare, stay blessed. Thus, Lord Shiva emphatically declared that serving his devotees would make him very happy. He who serves the Lord's devotees are very dear to the Lord himself. Thank you very much.